As you probably already know, when you get out there and go boatings, many times the Googans will go out there and have some fun. They'll think it's all fun and games, nothing but laughs and good times, as we see this couple doing here. But it's only laughs and good times until it's not. Just like some of the things we'll witness in this episode of Googans of the Week. Now, of course, the boat ramp can be a frustrating place for the Googans, but don't worry, there are plenty of other places the Googans would rather not be than the boat ramp, kind of like this crew here, who's actually out on the water enjoying their day, but as you can see from these images, they won't be enjoying their day on top of the water at least very much longer. Shortly, they're going to be in it. Fortunately, somebody's on the way to pull these guys off, but today we're going to focus more around Googans at the boat ramps and all the fun the Googans wind up having down there. Now, it could be just me, I don't think this is backed in deep enough for him to put it on. And based on the old trailer smack, I would say it's not. This is the tough part about trying to pick the Googans out down at the boat ramp. You never know when you're going to run into them. I mean, like right here, our guy's approach angle looks okay. Things appear to be going just fine until they're not. And here, these Googans thought they were done and on, and the crew actually left the boat and only left the young lady you see on the boat down here. The rest of them went to go get the truck, and now she can't get the boat over. Fortunately, some good Samaritans are helping on the side, but as you can tell, she doesn't quite have enough line. Again, another one of those crews that makes it hard to tell. The crew looks calm, relaxed, we've got somebody in the bow ready with lines, our girl in the back just chilling, and things look to be okay. And then all of a sudden, things go the wrong direction. Now, fortunately for this crew, only one person left off the bow, but the other problem is that the captain left the helm. Everybody came to the back to try and push off, but all the cap needed to do was actually stay up at the helm and probably give it a bump of forward gear. Our girl runs up there because she knows that's where somebody needs to be. Now, of course, we see the Googans stuck out on the water for all kinds of reasons. Sometimes they hit the sandbar, sometimes there's a mechanical failure, other times they just run into something on the water, and then of course you got the Googans who get stuck down at the boat ramp. Now, the good news in this scenario is all the crew is able to jump in and save the Googans. Just like we're about to see from another crew as we see approaching the dock here on the left. We've got a crew coming in, you can tell the angle's a little off, and now the boat's bouncing away from the dock. But don't worry, this Googan crew's got one guy on board who's gonna try and rescue him. And right here, you're going to see our guy on the gunnel winds up using his expert lasso skills to go ahead and get a line on the dock. Now, speaking of having skills around the dock, our last crew had some lasso skills. Our guy here's about to show you his acrobatic skills around the dock. This is definitely not the spot I want to be in on the boat. Speaking of places I don't want to be, riding 3 up with 3 dudes on a ski doesn't sound like a good time to me either. Now this is always the most fun part of watching people get off skis, and that's when you got 3 full-grown adults on a ski. It never is very graceful at all, kind of like this crew shows you here. But our guy decides that one dunk's not enough. He winds up going down several times, as we'll see. Now, of course, there's plenty of fun to be had on the water around the boat ramps, but you don't have to be on the water at the boat ramp to have a good time. I mean, if you leave your window down at the boat ramp open, especially if your truck looks like this one with McDonald's everywhere, you're gonna get some guests. But thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Googans of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening down on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Broncos Guru at Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. And if you enjoyed this boat ramp content, be sure to check out our sister channel, Miami Boat Ramps, where most of this content came from today. They focus on all the hilarity that happens down at the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.